Hey there, Start here. As you can see, I have claimed my rank 1 against the Centaur of very well-known origin. Easy peasy with the new unit. The biggest issue is surviving the damage that this thing puts out. This thing hits really hard, and so just survival is a big thing here. It does mostly physical damage though, and you can imbue the boss, so that's the easiest way to get around it. I'll show you real quick. So this is the team that I actually got rank 1 with. I'm going to swap one unit out. I'm actually going to put Frosty in place of 2B because I think Frosty will. Frosty's got a few things that I think will make the clear a little bit easier. It's going to simplify things a little bit. If you don't have Frosty and you have 2B and you really would rather see me do this clear with 2B, I can basically just tell you what she does as we go throughout the fight. She basically just follows her normal rotation, and but she does a little less damage than Frosty, and so Frosty just kind of guarantees that this is going to get done. This is a 5-turn clear, by the way. I've never done a Clash of Wills clear this fast before. Like, normally I'm not the guy that does like the speed runs in Clash of Wills. I like taking my time and doing like a 10-turn clear and sort of enjoying the full kit of the boss. But when you have an NV plus unit that's built for the Clash of Wills, it's kind of hard not to kill the boss too quickly. So let's get in there. We're going to turn on all mods. Here we go. Here's the team. We're going to get in there first, just make sure we get it done. There's a bit of RNG with the boss, just depending on the moves that it does, but I think that I've accounted for it so that there's really no threat. There's really no threat here against this boss. So yeah, we're gonna get in here, and we are going to we're gonna get it done. I'm actually gonna shift Hio. All right, yeah, because I want access to his Brave Shift form right away on turn 1. So again, let's get the clear done. Show you the gear at the end. All right. All right, so turn 1, the boss is going to do is going to hit pretty hard these first couple of turns before we can get Abigail's 85% mitigations up. So turn 1, we're going to use High Tech Barrier for the 99% general mitigation in Lightka and Bar Light Ja. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. Hio is going to do Blazing Spirit to imbue the boss with fire. And then we are going to do... which of these moves does... I will do Crimson Undermine for the breaks, and it also does some morale fill. And let's just do Ultimate Flame, because I think that does morale fill. Yep. So we're just trying to fill up some morale here to get started. Actually, before I do that, glad I caught myself before we do this, we're going to Katana Flick the attack and mag buffs away. We're not using Kaito's crashing waves because we want to imbue the boss next turn with Dark with Melissa, and we don't want to accidentally get rid of any of those. You can then do Icy Grasp, I think, because that does 500 morale. So again, we're just filling up some morale here, and then which one of it do these do morale? I can't remember. Yeah, that does like 300 morale. We'll do Anthro because it's a 200% human killer. Alright, so now Kaito can shift. Alright, and he can do... he'll do Sun Glitter for the Imperil Field, and then just hit the boss. Okay. Yep. Okay. We've done that. Perfect. Alright, Hio is going to imbue the boss. And then we're going to do Bar Fire Raja. Alright, so that way even though we've got the 99%, I know we've got the 99% general mitigation, so we don't really need to do it. But it's just like we want to take as little damage as possible here, because there is going to be some single target damage that Melissa is going to get hit by. We definitely want to make sure she doesn't get hit by that. We're going to do we'll do drone cover and Shelga. Okay, actually, what did I do last? Is that what I did last time? I can't remember, honestly. All right, I literally just did my rank 1 in one go, so I'm still kind of like forming this as we go. Hasten recovery to get rid of our imperils, and boost everything by 100%. Let's see, shared immunity for ailments, chronic flow to get the morale flowing. Alright, you see that? Show me the limits of your power. It wants you to use an LB next turn. Alright, so on this turn, we're gonna use an LB, all right, and that should satisfy the LB criteria. We're gonna do all-consuming darkness on this turn. Let's see, yeah, all-consuming darkness, minutes of might, and parasol shield for the mitigations. Kaito, all right, before we imbue ourselves with dark, let's do torrential downpour. And then, yeah, hit the boss 2 more times for morale fill. Okay, we're going to, Celeste is going to do coordinated teamwork for the buffs, intelligent combat for Beast Killer, and dazzling neon for the amps and all that jazz. Okay, Hio can just once again, actually no, sorry, we don't need to do that. We don't need to imbue the boss with fire this time. So Hio can actually come back and do some chaining for some morale fill here. So can Frosty. Frosty's going to do, we'll do Glacial Snap to maintain some more 89% breaks and for the morale fill. And then, yeah, we'll just hit the boss twice. Okay. And that should satisfy all that. Okay, so we should have 80% general and 80% magic mitigation now, plus the boss is imbued and will heal. So you see those still hit pretty hard, and the physicals are dealing a lot of damage. So if we weren't healing from those, or we weren't resisting them, we'd be taking a lot of damage here. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so this is a setup turn. We're going to set up for a burst next turn, and then a kill turn on turn 5. Alright, Abigail does her SLB. We're going to do high-tech blaster for the 150 amp, surpassing limits for 500% LB damage buff, and bright future to imbue everybody with light for the next 3 turns with a 100% amp. Pretty fantastic. Okay, and that will also get rid of our dark imbue. Okay, Melissa is going to do Human Killer on Hio, Beast Killer on Hio, and we'll do another Hasten Recovery, just to make sure. Okay, Kaito can do, we'll do Torrential Downpour again, and then Deadly Stream Natural Flux. Frosty's going to do Arcane Supplementation, Solitary Sword Dance, and no, we don't want to Katana Flick this turn. We're gonna dispel that next turn. We'll just do Icy Grasp for another 500 morale fill. Hio is going to do refined stance, and breaker. Okay, and that should do what we need him to do. Okay, so the damage has been pretty greatly reduced at this point thanks to the 85% mitigations, and we're resisting all the physical hits. Those single target physical hits that are going to Melissa because she is my passive provoke unit. Alright, so this is our first big burst. Make sure we shift. Okay. Abby is going to come in here. She'll use enemy data analysis to perfect dispel. We'll do contingency plan, just because why not? Drone cover, just to make sure her cover is still active. Okay. Melissa is going to human killer on Celeste, beast killer on Celeste. And it doesn't really matter what her next action is. We'll just do another shared immunity, I guess. Alright, Celeste is going to shift, do her LB. Okay, yep, there's the boss stats in case you were wondering. Alright, so this should hit pretty dang hard. Yep. Let's just do it. Get her done. Okay, 8.6, not too bad. All right. Now we basically just refill and knock this guy out. Kaito does need to unpredictable crashing and torrential. That'll get rid of his mirage. That'll get rid of the defense and spear buffs, and now we are open and ready to kill this thing. Triple bar Darkja. Okay, Abby is going to do, and just in case we don't kill, the last time I killed on turn 5, but just in case, we're going to do a methodical mitigation and double bar Fire Raja. Okay. So that safety net is in place. All right, and we should still have all of our big buffs ready to go. Looking good. All right, yeah, let's do it. And we still have a 100% light amp, so should definitely kill the boss. Yeah, there we go. 5 turns. If you needed to, you could make it 6. But yeah, Celeste, I mean, she's a one, gosh, 7.5 on that one. She's a one-woman army. It's insane. Like, you're gonna see in the damage report that she basically does more damage than Hio and Frosty combined. It's pretty wild. Yeah, look at that. I am not even joking you. She did more damage than Frosty and Hio combined. Nuts. It's insane. She is a one-woman army. And that's the only reason why I could do this in 5 turns. Pretty sick stuff, man. Pretty sick stuff. Alright, let's take a look at the gear. Alright, I'm going to turn on Party Defense and Spirit and Elemental Resist mods, just so you see what everything looks like with those turned on. Alright, Abigail, basic bulk build here, nothing too fancy schmancy. Some water and light resists, although honestly that doesn't matter with Melissa imbuing. I guess it kind of matters on turn 1 maybe, but not even really, because we have the 99% mitigation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just some bulk. Blizzard Orb's nice for counters, but yeah, other than that, here's the resists. High water and light, but like I said, I don't think it really matters that much. Celeste, so she's got all the best gear, obviously, because she is my best damage dealer. Yeah, a little bit of water and light resist, but again, that doesn't matter. Gave her Frosty's card because it works on her since she's a Clash of Wills unit. Exact same gear in her Brave Shift form, exact same. And that's her damage form, so overcapped on Beast thanks to Ifrit, and then human and machine full LB damage. Maxed out on attack, which is the hardest thing to do probably. Had to run her weapon through Item World a couple of times. It's still not finished, but I got a pretty good one. 70% attack is pretty good. Yep, and that's it. Frosty, fist in one hand, katana in the other, and then just standard attack gear, valued memories, and indomitable warrior. Basically make sure he is capped on all killers. Gave him the ice card. He's capped on everything. All right, yep, he's good to go. With Melissa, she's got the Empress Rod, Treasure Memorial Ring for turn 1, morale fill, Escape Artist, although I honestly don't think it matters. You can put whatever you want in that slot. Her own Vision card for some morale fill, and good to go. Kaito is whatever. He's, you saw he's not really dealing much damage. I tried to build him for some damage, but he's not really contributing that much, if we're being honest here. But he does have 250 human, 200 beast, 300 machine, so not too bad. All right, he's really just here for the support kit. Hio in normal form, just built for some damage. But his main damage comes from his Brave Shift form. Oh, I should have put the ring in his normal form for that extra morale fill every turn. Oh well, forgot about it. No worries. But yeah, it's easy. He's got Bahamut Esper and then Chains of Strength, Code of Samurai to get maxed all killers, so very easy to build him. Mine's EX3, so he has his own Vision card, and there we go. Rocking and rolling. Really nothing too fancy. Pretty easy peasy. If you had 2B in place of Frosty, then, basically what you have to do is you have to have Hio do the Perfect Dispel on turn 1 with his normal attack, and then 2B can just do some morale fill on turn 1, and then on turn 2 she does her Brave Shifted LB, turn 3 she does her Amp, and then turn 4 does her normal LB, and then refills, does her normal LB again on turn 5. It works exactly the same way as this clear does with 2B, but Frosty just makes it a lot more convenient because you can use his Katana Flick on turn 1 and not waste an action, and not have Hio just have to waste a turn using his normal attack. That's the reason why I swapped Frosty in there. He also, is just generally a stronger DPS. Like when I did it with 2B, I just barely killed it on turn 5. But Frosty just kind of gives you that extra bit of oomph to make sure you're going to definitely kill the thing on turn 5. But anyways, that's how I got my rank 1. I will definitely do other rank 1s without Celeste, or at least I'll try. I don't have all the best units out there. Sinzar and Cloud both did water teams that did not have Celeste on them. Very easy to follow clears. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do one without Abigail, because she's very, she's just an amazing tank here. I'll try some different teams though. We'll see what we come up with next week, but for now, this will get you through the weekend. Thank you guys for following me, and I'll see you on the other side.